Have you ever wondered what's going on inside your brain when you're playing a video game? What makes them so fun and, well, so hard to stop playing? Today, we're going to pull back the curtain and uncover the secret science that game designers use.
You know the feeling, right? You tell yourself, okay, just 5 more minutes. And then you look up and an entire hour has just, poof, disappeared. How does that happen? It feels like some kind of time-traveling magic trick, but it's not magic. Here's the secret. It's all on purpose. Games are designed very, very carefully to capture your brain's attention and just hold on tight. And we're about to figure out exactly how they pull it off. To really get this, let's follow the story of a guy named Jonah. He just got a brand new game and he's about to find out who this time thief really is.
So Jonah is playing and he's completely blown away. He thought he was only playing for like 5 minutes, but a whole hour vanished. The crazy part is what happened to Jonah wasn't some kind of accident. It was actually part of the game's plan from the very beginning. So, how does this plan work? Well, the secret isn't in your game console. It's not on your computer screen. It's actually inside of you. It's a powerful little engine that's running inside your own brain.
And let's meet the driver of that engine, a little chemical called dopamine. Think of dopamine as the part of your brain that gets really excited about things. It's the voice in your head that says, "Ooh, I want that," and gives you the energy to go chase after it.
Now, this is super important. A lot of people get this mixed up. They think dopamine is what makes you feel happy, but that's not quite right. Dopamine is the wanting chemical. It's the excitement you feel before you get the reward. It's that powerful feeling of just one more try. And game designers? Oh, they are absolute masters at using dopamine. Every time you level up, find a cool new sword, or beat a little challenge, the game gives your brain a tiny little hit of it. And that just makes you want to keep chasing the next reward, and the next, and the next.
So, how do they keep that dopamine engine running on full blast? Well, they use a few really clever tricks. You could even call them traps. Let's break down 3 of the biggest ones they use.
First, they give you constant rewards, little wins all the time to keep you going. Then, they use something called the unpredictable trick, which is super powerful. And finally, they give you tons of what we'll call fake achievements. Now, let's really zoom in on those last 2 because they're a huge part of the puzzle.
Okay, so trap number 2, the unpredictable trick. This is all about surprise. It's when you don't know when you're going to get a reward or even what it's going to be. You know that feeling when you open a treasure chest and you get a super rare item completely by surprise? That's it right there.
See, our brains go absolutely wild for that kind of uncertainty. It's why you keep trying for that loot box or fighting one more monster. Your brain gets stuck on that one powerful thought. Hey, maybe the next one will be the big one. And that thought can keep you hooked for a long, long time. And that brings us to trap number 3, fake achievements. Games are amazing at making you feel like you're accomplishing something important. Every few seconds, you're getting points, beating a level, upgrading your character. You feel like you're constantly making progress. But here's the catch. That awesome feeling of achievement, it only exists inside the game. It's not like learning to ride a bike or getting better at drawing, where that skill stays with you. The second you turn the game off, that feeling of progress just kind of vanishes.
And this is where we see a huge difference between the world inside the game and the world outside of it. They work in completely different ways, and sometimes that can mess with our brains a little bit.
I mean, just think about it. The game world is all about speed and instant everything. Quick rewards, instant progress, no waiting around. But the real world, well, it's slower. Getting good at something for real, like a sport or a musical instrument, it takes time. It takes hard work. But that's also what makes it feel so good when you finally get there. So here's what can happen. When your brain gets really used to the super fast, super exciting rewards in a game, real-life stuff like doing your homework or practicing piano can start to feel even more boring and slow by comparison. Okay, so after all that, it kind of sounds like the game has all the power, doesn't it? Well, guess what? It doesn't. And this is the best part. This is how you flip the whole thing around and become the real hero of the story.
First thing to understand is the game company's main goal. Yeah, they want to make a fun game, but what they really want is your attention. Your time is what's valuable to them. The longer you play, the better it is for them.
And that brings us to your superpower, taking back control. This isn't about never playing games again. No way! It's about playing on your schedule. You get to decide when to start. You decide how long you're going to play for. And, most importantly, you decide when it's time to stop. Not the game.
Because really, your greatest power is just knowing, it's awareness. Now that you know about the dopamine engine and the unpredictable rewards and the fake achievements, you can actually see the tricks while they're happening.
And once you see it, it's like a secret code you've cracked. Just like Jonah realized, deciding to stop doesn't feel like you're losing. It actually feels pretty cool. It feels like you're playing a bigger game and you're outsmarting the system.
Because in the end, games are fun, but they're just one small part of a much, much bigger story. You are the main character, the protagonist of your own life. So now that you know the rules of the game, what kind of future are you going to choose?